Hey everyone, Cal here with our first video on Dune Spice Wars, and today we're going to be taking a look at the best faction to pick when starting in Dune. Now if you're new to the game, then you'll need to know the basics of factions and the game in general. When you start a new game in Dune Spice Wars, you will get a selection of 4 different factions that you can play as. These are House Atreides, House Harkonnen, the Smugglers, and the Freeman. It's also important to note that with these factions comes the 4 key playstyles of the game. These are Explore, Expand, Exploit, and Exterminate. Because of this, it changes how you should pick a faction where you need to understand your own playstyle instead of going for what is meta. Multiplayer isn't available just yet, but when that is released we may do an updated video if there is enough interest from all of you. Now when it comes to expanding your nation across the map, House Atreides is going to be your best choice of faction. They are known as the all-around beginner faction and have some great perks to help expand across the world. The first is Peaceful Annexation, which allows you to take over neighbouring villages without military force. Alongside this is other factions don't lose authority when they form a treaty with you. Then you also gain more benefits from high Landsraad standing. The only downside is that you can't pillage neutral factions for money and resources. Then up next is House Harkonnen, who is perfect for those players that want to conquer and destroy. They have the benefit of the Oppression ability, which allows you to increase resources production in a given village. Alongside this, they get an extra 5% village resource production per active militia, which is a big help in building up an army. You also have the knowledge of how much influence each faction has across the map. However, you do start with a minus 10% village resource production than the other 3 factions. Then third, we have the Smugglers. This is perfect for those players who prefer taking a more sneaky approach to taking over the world, as you can exploit the other factions into letting you win. Their key ability allows you to place underworld headquarters in opponents' villages alongside placing bounties on Landsraad resolutions. As expected, the Smugglers also gain improved interactions with Arold's Black Market. However, that comes with the drawback of having very limited access to the Landsraad. And the world of Dune Spice Wars has so much to explore and discover that personally I was drawn to the Freeman. They have a special ability that allows military units to have minus 30% daily supply drain, which is great when building up an army and exploring the map. They also have the ability to form alliances with Sledge outside of your own controlled territory, which is great as alliances will help you win in the game. One unique feature of the Freemen is also the ability to use Thumpers to worm ride, which we all know that sandworms can be a bit of a pain when harvesting spice, and also share the same drawback as the Smugglers of limited access to the Landsraad. Overall, Dune Spice Wars is a very interesting game so far, and I love how much choice there is in playstyle with the different factions. As a TLDR, I will say that if you love an all-rounded, expansive experience, you should go with House Atreides. If you like to conquer and destroy the other factions, then House Harkonnen is your best bet. But if you like exploiting the other factions and being more sneaky about what you're up to, then feel free to join the Smugglers. Then last but not least, if you want to explore the map and see what the world has to offer, the Freemen are for you. And hopefully you now have an understanding on which faction to pick when it comes to Dune Spice Wars. And as usual, our goal here is to give you the best guides that are quick and let you jump straight back into the game. So if you like that, then hit the like button below and subscribe for more Dune Spice Wars. My name is Cal, and here's a big thank you from everyone at Realm Space Gaming for watching our videos, and don't forget to enjoy the rest of your day.